Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good holiday. Let's see. What was it doing? Oh, I had to head back. Okay. There we go. Oh, sorry. Oh, Elise, how can I ever repay you? That's alright, Mrs. Elizabeth. No need to. There's no need to. Nonsense, Elise. You saved him after all. How's Apfel? Him and Angelica are inside having supper. I'm too fatigued to join you at the inn, but... That's alright, Mrs. Elizabeth. I won't be staying long either. Oh, if only my goats weren't so ill. I have nothing to give you as a thank you, Elise. Don't fret over such things, Elizabeth. Come, we'll keep you company. We'll all pitch in to thank Elise tomorrow. There's truly no need. I did what I felt like I should. Would you mind telling me more about how you found him tomorrow, Elise? Of course, Mrs. Elizabeth. You too, Elise. So that you get plenty of rest tonight. That close to me. Thank you. It's fine.
Atta girl.
Atta girl, Elise. Keeperberg owes you a great debt, lass. Lord knows what could have happened had it not been for you. I was lucky is all. No, Elise, I owe you an apology. What matters is that Apfel is safe and sound, Father. Heinrich's right. We have good reason to celebrate. Bottoms up, everyone. To Elise, our bravest lass. To Elise. Oh, you don't have to. Nonsense, lass. This is better than the festival, even. A great deal better, indeed. It's our chance to unwind, folks. Why don't you grab some ale and go grab Freya for a dance, Elise? Yeah. We're drinking all night long, lads. So he's a Freya shipper. Interesting. To Elise! I'll get to, that note in the corner in a second. Oh, I never thought I'd see you again, lass. I always planned on coming back, Mrs. Odderley. There's no need to say that, Mrs. Odderley. We're all glad you're safe and sound, Elise. Both of you. I must say I'm surprised you found him, Elise. Those woods go on forever. It wasn't easy, I suppose. You suppose? Oh, but did you see her, Elise? Mrs. Odderley. Always put that wretched witch on your mind, aren't you? We're here to celebrate, not waste our time with this nonsense. Would have lost the poor lad if it weren't for you. Ah, there she is, our bravest lass. You're making too much of it, Mr. Heinrich. Not at all, Elise. It's all thanks to you. You wouldn't have made it in time, that's for certain. I must say I'm curious to learn more about... None of that matters, Ludwig. Tonight is for celebrating. I won't hear another word about that nonsense. I don't think I'll be staying for long anyhow. Drink up, both of you. This is much too young to drink, Heinrich. How old are you again, Elise? I'm 18, Mr. Heinrich. I turned 19 this year. There you go, Ludwig. She can handle drink. I'm set. Maybe some other day, Mr. Heinrich. I actually thought she was younger. Oh well. Atta girl. All of Kiefer Bird's in your debt, lass. Lord knows what could have happened had it not been for you. I was lucky is all. No, Bernard's right, Elise. I owe you an apology. What matters is that Apfel was safe and sound. That said, Gustav, we best learn from this ordeal. Mustn't leave Kipberg to the women again, that's true. I'd say the women handled it rather well, father. She's got you there, old lad. If not me, I'm certain the others would have ventured out to find him. That's for certain. Marlin wouldn't have waited long either. Prey was getting ready to follow right after you, Elise. They were gathering your head out when we arrived. We're all fortunate to have you, Elise. Enough talk, let's celebrate. Why don't you grab Smail and go grab Prey for a dance? Yes. Well, look, Kipberg's in your debt, lass. It's the least I could have done, if I'm honest. Truly, it could have been much worse. I fear for Jacob, too. So you're right, Mrs. Marlin. He's home with Linda. It took a lot of effort to settle him to bed, even after you came back, Elise. I see. It's best we never head out on patrol, at all the same again. Truly, this could have been avoided. It's best we pay poor Elizabeth a visit before we settle in. I wouldn't be able to sleep not knowing how she's doing. I'll go with you, Jacob. I'll go with you. Jacob will like to know, Apfel's alright. Yeah, I always thought all these anime protags were like in their mid-teens. Good to have someone older once. Oh, it must have been so frightening, Elise. So it was more frightening for Apfel. There's one thing after another with him, isn't it? How is he, Elise? He seemed a little dazed, if I'm honest. No wonder the poor lad was lost in the woods for hours. Oh, I'll stop by Miss Elizabeth's first thing in the morning. She must be exhausted. I'll let Apfel speak of what we saw in the woods. That thing wasn't Lib Cohen. Just the same as on Tuesday, that wasn't Rosa Marie. Is everything alright, Elise? All I do is make you worry, huh? Nothing out of the ordinary, was it? Lib Cohen has her hands full comforting folks, Elise. You were so frightened for her too, Lib Cohen. It was truly... I thought of you whilst I was in there, is all. I bet you was just exhausted as Apfel, Elise. Won't stay for long, Mrs. Ariane. We gotta celebrate while we can, then. Maybe we all have some ale. I don't want it. Gotta go, Elise. I couldn't have done it better myself, lass. You two had quite a bit of ale, haven't you? What better occasion could we have to celebrate? The festival's only a couple days away, Mr. Guido. This is better than a festival, Elise. A great deal better, indeed. I trust you with my baby's life, lass. Oh, that's... You're a hero, Elise. No other way to put it. You can't leave Kipberg now, can you? We're drinking to Elise tonight. Drinking to Elise tonight we are. I wouldn't know what we would have done without you, dearie. Oh, I only did what I had to, Mrs. Marley. Yeah. You're like one of the lads, Elise. When it comes to bravery, most certainly. I suppose. You must be exhausted, my dear. I won't be staying long, Mrs. Marley. Say, I know it's a kooky thing to ask, but you didn't happen to see the witch, did you? Oh, Brunhild. Why ask such a thing on a day like this? Oh, but old Jorgensen Apfel was taken by the... There was no witch, Mrs. Brunhild. Apfel got lost in the woods, and that's all there is to it. Oh, that's such a relief. No, I might as well talk to him. There's our lass. I'm so glad to see you're alright, my dear. You must have been so frightened, poor thing. The woods aren't the most inviting, that's for certain. We're fortunate the lad wasn't taken by the witch, that's what. This is the time to celebrate, old lad. Oh, Wilhelm's right, we ought to be glad nothing happened. Apfel didn't speak of such things, that's for certain. And I certainly didn't see anything, of course. There's no need to justify yourself, Elise. Make the most of your night, you hear? Alright. Whoop. What's it getting so dark around the edges? There you are, the girl of honor. You're right, Mr. Eugene. Not you too, Elise. A man has to make the most of what he's got left. Don't tell me any else girl you got, Mr. Eugene. Why don't you take this, Elise? Hey, the key. Key! I won't be needing it where I'm going, that's for certain. Mr. Eugene. You be careful, Elise. These folks aren't to be trusted. What? Blaming the witch for what happened to my horses. They're all in on it, that's what. Can't very well tell him it really was the witch, can I? Kieferberg this, Kieferberg that. You're the only one in town who's not enamored with this rat hole of a town, Elise. I suppose. Get away while you can, lest this place ruins you like it ruined me. Damn. Damn, the resentment is rough. You're right there. Oh, maybe I should save. In the barn. Actually, I didn't see what's her face at the part. Maybe she's still back at that hiding spot. I see. What about if I have newly milled flour? Okay, well they're telling me to save, so. Actually, I want to get there and get this over with. Oh, right, I'll need to get my inventory. Honestly, it's not the most intuitive. Oh, I got things to sell. Yes. It has been 2 weeks since I played last. A lot of fun over Christmas and New Year. Ah, heck. Oh, it's you. Miriam! You've come! You've come! The gift, lass, the tender flesh.
Out with it!
I came here to do just that, you wretch. Show it to me, show it to me. Your ardor, your longing for that wish of yours.
This is ridiculous!
I've already been to your grove. I've cleared your trial. What else is it you want from me? Your commitment, your commitment. Show it to me, lassie. Show me your commitment. Oh, what? Oh, good thing we're good at this. I'm so glad we saved as well. Shoot. Ah. Trick beans log. What? I kicked it. Did I accidentally kick it the first time? Okay, you do have to kick it in the fire. There we go. There we are. Now officially have the tender flesh. That crow, it's gone. It's got my hair in it. It'll do, I suppose. It's best I get out of here. The sooner the better. When did I... It's that dream again. But I was... in town. Just now. I'm just thinking, we didn't lock up, did we? Unless we locked the door behind us? God, I hope we did. You again? Didn't you hear me? We'll be late for his banquet if you don't hurry.
Wait!
Banquet? What are you... Morning already? I don't feel like I got any sleep at all. It's best I go find Rosemary. I think I gotta save that. Why don't you take that one? I'm actually wondering if I should take the apple strudel or not. Yep. Oh, dang it. I meant to check on the tapestry.
Look!
I'm begging you, Flock. What's going on out there? Check the tapestry first. Back to the unicorn. Yeah. Don't think we got to check it last night. Oh, well, technically. Oh, please stay put, Flock.
For goodness sake.
What's gotten into him?
I'm sorry.
He keeps throwing a temper tantrum is all. I didn't know ghosts could do such a thing. I had my hands full with breakfast and I couldn't give him much attention. That's what you get for spoiling him so much, that's what. I know, but I can't resist his sweet little hops.
For goodness sake.
You're truly... Are you feeling better today, Elise? You still haven't told me about what happened. I can't tell the full extent of it, can I? Not about what I saw in the woods, or about her.
I'm sorry,
Are you listening, Elise? Huh?
Are you alright, Elise?
You were telling me about the woods.
Now that you mention it...
Apfel got lost in the woods, that's all. I went in there to rescue him, I suppose. You're not telling me the whole truth, are you?
Elise... You know,
There's someone in those woods, Rosemary. I don't know who they are, or what they want from me, but... I felt their presence there since Monday.
Oh, that's...
Someone in the woodland, you say? I'm certain they hurt Apfel, or lured him in, even. Have you seen that old hag again, Elise? The one who told you about him and the testaments? I haven't seen that old hag since then, but that Rosemary I met in the woods. I don't know what to make of any of this, do I?
I'm sorry,
Elise? Come, Rosemary, we should move along. Nope, Flock's gone.
But...
It's best you go ahead without me, Elise. I think I'd best find Flock. I'll be right with you. Alright. Is it a day we can have no suspicion? That would be nice. Alright. I'll just go check behind the house first. Looks like nothing. Nope. Okay. Yes, these. Okay. This gift sells sushi rather well, lass. Snick! Those shoes, they'll guide you to him.
What in the Lord's name?
Who are you? You know who I am, Elise. Say. You're with him, just like that crow. Quite smart, aren't you?
You know,
This is another of his trials, I take it. Why, yes. You're truly so delightful, lass. Fortune, that's what you're after, isn't it? You've come to taunt me, I'm assuming. I've come to welcome you in my very own garden, Elise. You alone, lass. I won't let that wretched thing into my grove, unlike Mimir, that fool. The testament you seek rests deep within my depths, Elise. Might I meet you there, then? My, how willful you are.
out with it!
You're trying my patience, that's what. We both know what I'm after. after. We both know what I'm after, Serpent, so get it over with and... Oh! Ow, 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 ow. Woody bite. Ooh, the neck. You're now the bearer of my hex, lassie. Fated to meet me in my realm. Show me your resolve, your burning desire for more. Be good, behave, Elise, and I'll welcome you with open arms. You don't got no arms. You sickening wretch. I'll be waiting by the gates of my wedded forest of berries, Elise. Wedded. To hell with you. Ugh. Stings. It's best I don't alarm Rosemarine. I have to prepare myself for tonight. I must see this through. Oh, it's gonna be rough. I'm going to have to sell that rosary. And I'm gonna have to get some oil. I've got still heaps got heaps of those acorns still. It's gonna need more food. I wouldn't want to be a burden, Freya. Not at all, Miss Elizabeth. It would be my pleasure. Ah, good morning, Elise. Is everything alright? Oh, I was inviting Miss Elizabeth and the children over for dinner. I don't think we're ready for that yet, my dear. Well, the invitation stands, Mrs. Elizabeth. You're welcome any time you'd like. How's Apfel, Mrs. Elizabeth? Oh, Elise, I have so many questions. He hasn't slept. He keeps mentioning the witch. The witch? What happened in the woods, Elise? I didn't see anything resembling a witch, that's for certain. Apfel's still frightened, Mrs. Elizabeth. My apologies, Elise. It wasn't my intention to insinuate. That's alright, Miss Elizabeth. I know you mean no harm. Oh, I hope nothing else happens today. And you jinxed it, Freya. Good job. My god, the town is actually normal for once. Oh, I feel like I'm losing my mind, lad. Will to stay strong, Mrs. Marley. What happened, Mr. Guido? I heard you heard, Elise. The windmill was ransacked, even though the door was locked shut all night. Huh? I don't want to think about it, if I'm honest. It could have been one of us folks, too. Or it could have even been the witch. Oh, don't say that, Guido. These folks are losing their minds. I'm gonna hope they don't turn on me. Elise, dear, are you listening? What? Still tired from yesterday. It's best we don't chew it over too much, I'd say. Keeping your mouth shut won't make it go away, Brunhild. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Gotta clear the blockage, folks. It's the only way. If you say so, lad.
You know,
What's wrong with the fountain? Yeah, it's one thing after another, isn't it, Elise? I think the fountain's obstructed is all. This is all her doing. The witch! She's taken our grain, our children, and now she's after our water. We've discussed this, old lad. Finn and I can take a look around, can't we, Finn? The best of our ability, but I'll Wilhelm ought to know what's wrong with it. We're together here at noon, folks. I want to have a word with all of Kieferberg. You'll need me to lend a hand, Father. Naturally, Gustav. What are we to do about the grain, folks? The grain? You haven't heard, lass? No, I'm yet to fully understand what's going on. Someone was in the windmill last night, Elise. It could have been the wind, or the crows still. The door was still locked this morning, lad. It was you seemed your responsibility, but it was the witch, I tell you. Give it a rest, old Yocken. Damn. Father Hunt is like fed up. I was told you left home early last night, Elise. She was certainly tired, old Yocken. Don't be unreasonable. Couldn't have been one of us folks. What about the weevils?
What?
Weevils, Mr. Ludwig? The flour and grain we had stored away are riddled with beetles, Elise. I'm not certain what we're to do with this grain now. All we can do to avoid it. We can... Give me a second. I'm gonna have a drink of water. All we can to avoid throwing it out, Ludwig. We're completely reliant on Primaldorf at this rate. That witch has us all at her mercy. She has all of Kieferberg in the palm of her hand, and that's enough, folks. I've heard enough. Finn and Heinrich will look around at the fountain later. As for the rest of us, we ought to air that grain out and do away with those beetles, starting right now. This is only rolling fucks up, but even more. I best go see if Luke Killen's alright. Folks must be swarming her.